Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and today we're talking about life. So without further ado, sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So ladies and gents, how are we all doing? How are you enjoying this balmy weather we're having? As far as I'm concerned, this weather can fuck off because it's about as bipolar as that fucking Gene Bird on EastEnders. But what can you do? I had someone take my bike out today to see whether or not what I was feeling was in my head or true. And guess what? Apparently it's in my fucking head. You may have heard me talk about him before. It's a really good mate called Kieran. I had Kieran take the bike out for an hour or two just to see whether or not it was in my head. You know, the whole dodgy steering. And his words were, and this is no word of a lie, his words were that even in the rain it was tight as a barrel. Now what that fucking means I have no idea, but apparently it's as tight as a barrel, so take that as you will. I just assumed that she was steering and handling correctly, which is what I was hoping for. So it is, without a shadow of doubt, in my head. Now I don't know whether it's in my head because of the pads and the way the levers are set up, and the front brake and the clutch lever have got massively different tensions on them. I don't know. I'm hoping that's not the case, because if it is, that means I've got to buy another aftermarket slave cylinder, which is something I really can't afford right now. But if that's what I've got to do, then that's what I've got to do. And obviously once I'm actually able to get the bike fettled to how I likes it, which hopefully won't take too much doing. Because I mean, let me ask you guys a question. If you were me and you've had 2, 3, 4 different people ride your bike and they say, oh yeah, your bike's fine, your bike's fine. I mean, I've even had mechanics turn around and say to me, Lee, you're mad. Well, there's nothing fucking wrong with your bike. What's fucking wrong with you? It's like, there's nothing wrong with me. It just feels like the fucking bike is wrong. I know it's not me. You know when you just second guess yourself to the point of insanity? That's kind of where I'm at. I hate the fact that I keep thinking something's wrong with the bike. I hate thinking that there's something wrong with me. You know, I hate all of it. I hate the whole thing of, is it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. You know, I've been riding for 15 years, and this is the first bike I've actually come across, or first bike that I've owned, that seems to have these either inherent or inherited handling issues, or whether it's literally me. Because I don't know if anyone knows, or if I mentioned it in a previous video, I actually have a bit of a trapped nerve in my left shoulder. So could it be the fact that I've got the trapped nerve and that's what's causing me to not be comfortable? Is it because of the clutch, or is it something else? I don't rattle and all, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let it bother me. Because now that I've had 2 or 3 different people tell me that there's nothing wrong with the bike. You know, Kieran said that the bike runs straight, it runs true, there's no issues as far as he's concerned. As he's concerned. So it must be all in my head. I would hope it wouldn't be in my head, but apparently it is. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to make of the situation anymore. You know, I'm trying my best to ride around the issue, if there is one. I can't actually tell if there is a problem. Like I said, it's all in my head, I think. So you know when you've owned a bike or you've owned a car for so long, and you know the ins and outs of it, you know every little nuance, you know every little detail about it. You know what it's meant to feel like, you know what it's meant to handle like, you know what it's meant to sound like, you know what it's meant to feel like, you know all these things. But then you get confronted with something which doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And it's like, what the fuck do I do? Where do I go? It's one of those catch-22s. I don't want there to be a problem with the bike, but likewise, it just feels like there is. I mean, it could be nothing. You know, Kieran said when he took it out that it was tracking straight and true, it was holding a line around a corner, it was doing everything it was supposed to do. But my argument is, if it's doing everything it's supposed to do for him, why the fuck is it not doing it for me? The point I'm trying to make is that I don't want there to be a problem with the bike. I really don't. I really don't want there to be a problem with it. You know, she served me really well so far. I mean, yeah, okay, like I said, okay, there's been the engine rebuild and stuff like that, but it's such a fucking weird thing. I don't want there to be a problem with it, but if there is, then I just have to fucking deal with it, won't I? You know, my arms haven't changed length overnight or anything like that, so I don't know what it could be. I just have to play it by ear, I guess, and see how we go. But Kieran did make me laugh. He did say that it would be worth putting the steering damper back on, which naturally I will do. That's pretty much a given. Now that I know that it's not me going mad, I can put the steering damper back on and be happy. Admittedly, it does make the handling a hell of a lot fucking lighter, I will give it that. I guess I'll just have to try and live with it and see where we go. Just a bit of a recap on the old coronavirus. I don't know if anyone's been watching the news today, but apparently the 2 metre rule is staying in place, so too are face masks. Apparently the government want to see how the country deals with things as they are for another week, I think. The fucking weather doesn't know whether it wants to be wet, dry, warm, sunny, cold, cloudy. Doesn't fucking know what it wants to do. It really doesn't. Oh, what's the matter? Your 30 minutes or less is going to go out the window, is it? I'm all up for earning a crust and that, but do you know what I mean? It's like, at what point do you not have to look at your life and go, do you know what? I could be doing more than this. I mean, I'm not being funny, but I keep using that fucking phrase again. That I don't mean to be funny. Jesus Christ. That's taken straight from my Uncle Derek's playbook, that is. I'm not being funny. God rest his soul. But the point I'm trying to make is like, why? If you want to earn a living riding a bike, fine, do it. You know, that's not, I ain't got no problem with that. I was a courier for 4 years. I know exactly what it's like. You know, being out in all weathers. You know, I've done all that. You know, I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. I was a courier for 4 whole years. But why make everyone else look bad? Because you drive like an absolute cunt. Or should I say ride like an absolute cunt. You know, if you're going to ride like an absolute bellend, then you'll be treated like one. And that's the same goes for anyone. You know, whether it be in a car, on a bike, a van, a taxi. You know, whatever. It's like this geezer here. What the fuck are you doing weaving around? Oh, get the fuck out of my way. I'm sorry and all that, but fuck off. Weaving around all over the fucking place like you fucking don't know where you're going. Find someone else to be dangerous in front of. Not for me, bruv. Not for me. It's not my thing. If you want to ride like that, fine. You do that. Just don't fucking do it anywhere near me. It just drives me fucking mad. It really does. How hard can it be to ride a moped in a straight line? You've got no gears to worry about. You've got no clutch to worry about. All you've literally got to do is twist your right hand. You've got to twist your right hand and use your left hand and right hand to brake. It's not fucking difficult. It really isn't. Yeah, nice old Fireblade. I had a friend who passed his CBT on a moped on a little 125. And I kid you not, he must have retaken his fucking test about 7 times. And so, you know, when you think to yourself, you know, there's got to be a point where you've got to say, you know, enough's enough. And then be like, yeah, I'm going to do my full licence, I'm going to do a full licence. And then he never did. Fortunately, I don't know if he ever did take his full licence because I'm afraid he's no longer with us. But as they say, shit happens. Life happens, family happens, and all the rest of it. You either muddle your way through or you don't. Sadly, this particular person didn't. But as they say, it is what it is. But anyway, boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this instalment of me waffling on. I must really put this into some sort of playlist. I really should. Maybe I should call it Ducati Diaries or something. I'll tell you what, if you want to see more of this, and you want to hear more of this, put in the comment section down below what you think it should be called. Should I start a whole series of videos where I just talk and call it something like Ducati Diaries or something like that? Let me know in the comments down below and we'll see where it goes. But like I keep saying, it is what it is. But anyway, boys and girls, this is where I love you and leave you. So without further ado, look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the roads, beat COVID-19, and as always, adios.